Hello everybody. As you can see, I got the garden tilled up, ready to go. The girls are excited and ready to start planting. It's their first garden and really my first real garden. And Carla and everybody's ready to get out here and start planting stuff. But I was thinking about a movie that the family and I watched last night. It's a good movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but if you are someone who tends to cry during movies, then you are sure to cry during this movie. It's called I Still Believe, and it's supposed to be at the movie theaters right now, but we were able to rent it early through Amazon Prime Video. But it got me thinking. Part of life here on this earth is disappointment. Sooner or later, if you live long enough, something's going to come along that isn't what you necessarily wanted or you anticipated. It's some kind of disappointment. Of course, some disappointments are worse than others. We've been studying about this on Sunday mornings in our Bible study class. But sometimes disappointments can be something that causes people of faith to rethink their faith, or maybe to question their faith, or at the very least to try their faith. And they wonder, why has this happened to me? Why this diagnosis? Why this miscarriage? Why this layoff? Why these money issues? Why the coronavirus? And on the list goes. But the Bible doesn't tell us that because we're Christians, we're never going to have disappointments and nothing bad is ever going to happen to us. In fact, that's a main part of the book of Job. Just look at what happened to Job and all that the devil did to him. Now, I don't think there was ever a time when Job questioned whether or not there was a God. Throughout, it's assumed that yes, there is a God and God is still there. And Job was a great man of faith and well respected and a just man, an upright man, one who worshiped God. But as those things happened to him in the book of Job, he began to question what God was doing, because he couldn't see any reason for it. He couldn't see any purpose. He didn't understand what was going on. And he didn't know why God was allowing those things to happen to him, to lose his family, to lose his animals, to lose his health, and so on. But as we face disappointments in life, we can choose whether we allow that disappointment to weaken our faith or to purify and strengthen our faith. It can be something that we allow push us away from God, or it can be something that we choose to allow to cause us to draw closer to God. It can be something that eats away at our faith, or it can be like a refiner's fire to make our faith stronger and better and more pure. We're often not going to understand what's going on, what God is doing, why He has allowed some things to happen in our life. But even when we don't see, let's walk by faith. Continue to trust in God. Know that He is always faithful, that He is always with us, and choose to believe. Going back to Job, we look at the end of Job, and he had twice as much at the end that he did in the beginning. God blessed him after he had suffered a little while. But what Job was blessed with at the end is nothing even close to what you and I are going to enjoy one of these days if we continue to believe, even when we don't see, to trust God, and know that He always is with us, that He always fulfills His promise. And one of these days, we're going to enter into our reward, in through heaven's gates, into our Father's house, where we will live forever with Him. Our bodies won't grow old. There will be no tears of sadness. God will wipe away every tear. There will only be joy and gladness when that day comes. There will be a great reunion with all of those that have gone on before us, who have died in the Lord. But let's be sure that we remain faithful. If you're not a Christian, that you obey the gospel of Jesus Christ. Become a Christian before it's too late. And continue to believe until the end of the way. God bless you. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. I don't know how to finish this.